The jet was called air catching, very shiny, very private. Inside sat the influencers, big smiles, perfect hair. They were flying to Clutopia, an influencer summit. Sounds important, doesn't it? To them, it was everything. Their lives were a show, always on, always perfect. Tiffany Totes-Adorbs Tipton, lifestyle queen. She loved all things pink, posted constantly. Chad Gaines God Brogan, muscles, so many huge muscles. He filmed every single flex. Luna Mystic Moon Love Good. Crystals. Good vibes only, she preached. She hummed a lot. Then there was Ethan Snack Attack Miller. He just ate snacks and reviewed them quietly. No one really noticed Ethan. He was just there. Onboard content creation was king. Tiffany live-streamed her special skincare routine. Jet lag, be gone forever, she chirped brightly. Chad flexed powerfully for his mile-high muscle series. His muscles gleamed under the cabin lights. Luna meditated very loudly. For her followers' collective inner peace, she claimed. Ethan unwrapped a new brand of protein bar. He sniffed it carefully, took detailed notes. This was serious business for him. Suddenly the plane jolted. Hard. Then it jolted again. Even harder. Champagne glasses flew through the air. Tiffany's special silk eye mask slipped. Chad's confident camera-ready grin vanished completely. This was not very Gaines God of him. Luna stopped her spiritual chanting. She let out a small, undignified yelp. The pilot's voice crackled over the intercom. Fear. Real, unscripted fear. This was not sponsored content. Crash. The world went sideways. Then, an eerie, unsettling silence. Sand. So much sand. Everywhere. The beautiful jet? Now a broken, smoking toy. Tiffany instinctively checked her phone first. It worked. Then she checked her hair. A total mess. Chad spotted a shiny piece of twisted metal. He used it as a makeshift mirror. His perfect sculpted quiff was gone. Truly tragic. A disaster for his brand. First thought, content. Must make content. Luna tried to commune with island spirits. She live-streamed it naturally. Her phone was propped precariously on a jagged rock. Chad attempted to lift heavy coconuts. Desert Island gains people. He grunted with effort. One large coconut fell squarely on his toe. Ouch. Tiffany searched desperately for good lighting. How can I possibly film my survivor story here? She lamented. The natural light was just so unflattering. Their survival skills, hilariously bad. They knew all about current TikTok dance trends. They knew nothing about building basic shelters. Their first attempt at a hut collapsed pathetically. They argued passionately over the last protein bar. Not to eat it, of course, but to film it. For the drama. For the views, Tiffany insisted urgently. They needed a compelling narrative, always. This was their profession after all. Days crawled by, slow and hot. Phone batteries died one by painful one. So did the carefully constructed fake smiles. Real gnawing hunger began to bite. Chad's impressive abs seemed to shrink visibly. He poked them sadly, with genuine concern. Luna's spiritual advice grew increasingly desperate. Her crystals offered no practical solutions. Tiffany paced the length of the beach. We need a shocking twist, she announced suddenly. Her eyes had a strange, unsettling glint. The last crumb of the last granola bar was a distant memory. Thirst became a constant, unwelcome companion. A very rude and persistent one. Luna tried to manifest fresh water through intense meditation. The coconuts remained stubbornly, disappointingly dry. Chad openly mourned his lost muscle mass daily. This whole ordeal was worse than a bad selfie angle. Tiffany's famous dewy morning glow was now just sweat, and a thin sheen of genuine fear. This was not the aesthetic she curated. We need a sacrifice, Tiffany said one evening. Her voice was eerily calm, almost casual. For the algorithm, she added. For the engagement. Chad blanched, his face turning a pasty white. Was she actually serious about this? Luna clutched her now useless healing crystals. The island demands a compelling storyline. Tiffany quickly corrected herself. But they all understood the unspoken implication. Hunger makes people consider strange, dark things. The group dynamic was shifting rapidly. Paranoia blossomed like a toxic jungle flower. They started eyeing each other with new suspicion. Who was the weakest link in their chain? Who had the lowest current engagement rate? Who would be, metaphorically, voted off the island? Ethan, the quiet snack guy, just watched them. He scribbled occasionally in his damp notebook. He tasted a strange brightly colored berry, then grimaced. Definitely not a superfood, he muttered. His focus remained, as always, on consumables. Tiffany gathered them around the dying fire. She held up 3 pieces of dried, brittle seaweed, all of different significant lengths. For the ultimate reality show moment, she whispered dramatically. Chad looked like he might actually faint. Luna started to pray, loudly and fervently. Not to any specific deity, just generally. Just then, Ethan of all people spoke up. Actually, he began, his voice surprisingly steady. About dinner tonight. Everyone froze. Him? Ethan calmly adjusted his slightly smudged glasses. I was an Eagle Scout, he announced to the stunned group. Also, I was on Wilderness Warriors Season 3, an underrated show. He gestured towards the edge of the jungle. A neat, sturdy shelter stood there, almost completed. A pile of identifiable edible plants lay beside it. "You were all so busy trying to trend," he explained patiently. "I figured someone should probably handle the logistics." He'd even managed to start a small, controlled fire. The smoke curled invitingly into the air. Jaws literally dropped. Silence for a moment. Tiffany recovered first, her eyes lighting up. "Survival! Bay!" she shrieked, grabbing her dead phone by habit. "This is huge!" Chad, visibly humbled, offered to carry things. "Anything you need, man. Seriously." Luna immediately declared Ethan a sacred guide, sent by the Ancient Ones. Or possibly, she mused, by a very clever talent agent. Working phones were suddenly found, miraculously charged just enough, filming Ethan, the new unexpected star. His quiet competence was suddenly very marketable. Ethan took charge with quiet authority. He found a source of fresh, clean water. He taught them how to fish, with a sharpened stick. They were, it turned out, surprisingly bad at it. Eventually, a passing ship spotted their signal fire. Ethan's meticulously built fire, of course. On the rescue boat, Ethan calmly reviewed the complimentary biscuits. "A bit dry on the palate," he mused thoughtfully. The other influencers were already posting selfies. #rescued hash. So grateful hash. Never forget this trauma. Ethan became a hero, an unlikely, unassuming one. His new show, Snack Attack's Guide to Not Dying, topped all the charts. He promoted real, practical survival skills, and also, ironically, surprisingly tasty emergency rations. Tiffany tried to launch Island Grit, a signature perfume. It smelled faintly of coconuts and lingering desperation. It flopped. Chad wrote a best-selling book, Losing My Gains, Finding My Soul. Luna started selling Blessed Island Sand online. Ethan just smiled. He had plenty of good snacks now, and that, he often thought, was pretty great.